Hey everybody. In this video, we're going to learn how to back up multiple devices to our GotBackup cloud. In this example, I want to back up my Windows laptop, my MacBook, my iPhone, and my Android phone. Keep in mind, with GotBackup, you could use unlimited devices. Just as long as it's under 6 terabytes, you're good. Now, there's no particular order to do this, but I recommend starting off with the computer, and I'll show you why. And I also want to note that I might be moving a little fast, so please watch the previous videos where I break down step by step in better detail, just in case if you need a refresher. Okay, so I'm going to start off on my Windows 11 laptop. I'm going to open up the app and then I'm going to log in. I'm going to go ahead and log in and grant access to my computer. Great, my account's been connected. I'm going to exit out. Now, in a previous video, we ended up going with the default directory that GotBackup makes for us. Since I haven't uploaded anything to my cloud yet, this synchronize everything from server is unchecked. I will explain what this choose what to sync option is when I upload with my Mac. It'll make much more sense. So by default, GotBackup is going to choose use virtual files because Windows 11 supports virtual files. Please refer back to my previous video where I explain what a virtual file is on Windows. I'm going to go ahead and click connect, but pay attention to this next part. Instead of doing the file synchronization process, I'm going to do one more step. Let me just go into my GotBackup cloud via my web browser. Okay, here's my root directory of my GotBackup cloud. And again, if you need to refer back to the previous videos, I better explain terms and the logic of the GotBackup cloud. If you recall, I synced my music, my videos, my documents, and my photos folders all in this directory right here. But remember, I was only using one device. Now, what if I want to back up a second laptop? Those folders are going to be named the same. The more devices you add to your GotBackup cloud, this could potentially turn into a huge mess, and I'll show you what I mean in a bit. Okay, so how do we address this? The simple solution is to create a folder as a directory for each device that you have. This will all make sense in a minute. I'm going to create a folder by coming to this plus symbol. And then I'm going to create new folder. And I'm going to name this Windows 11 Laptop. Okay, that folder is created. And then I'm going to do it again for my MacBook, my iPhone, and then my Android. You can name your folders whatever you like. I'm just doing this for this demonstration. Okay, awesome. Now I have my 4 folders for my 4 devices. Now I'm finally ready to start the folder synchronization process on my Windows laptop. And not to worry, in the next video I will show us how to move our existing folders into a structure like this if we plan to have multiple devices on our backup cloud. Okay, so I'm going to exit out and then I'm going to come to my app right here on my desktop. And then I'm going to go to settings and we're going to start the file synchronization process. Now look at this. Here's my GotBackup root directory and here are the folders that I just created for my devices. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and folder sync my documents, my pictures, my music, and my videos. And again, please refer back to the previous videos if you need a refresher. I'm going to click my documents and then hit select folder. And then this time, I'm going to come down to my Windows 11 laptop folder. And I'm going to create my documents folder within this folder. You'll see why right now. Now this documents folder that I just created is now in the hierarchy of my Windows 11 laptop. I'm going to add sync connection now. Now I'm ready to add the rest of my folders that I want to sync. It's the same process, just remember to select the respective directory folder for your device. In my case right now, it's the Windows 11 laptop folder. Okay, I'm almost done syncing now. Let me just go check on my GotBackup directory on my File Explorer right here. Here are the folders that I created on the web browser, and inside my Windows 11 laptop folder are the folders that I just synced. My videos is almost finished syncing. And there it is on my cloud. Let me just double check on the browser end. I'm going to come down to Files. Here are the 4 folders that I created in the beginning. And now here are my synced folders. Okay, now I'm going to move on to my MacBook. Okay, I'm on my MacBook, but But I want to point out that Apple computers work a little bit different than Windows, and I will show you why in a moment. But getting started with GotBackup are pretty much the same on both platforms. Okay, in this example, I'm going to also want to back up my documents, my movies, my pictures, and my music. These are all stored locally on my MacBook hard drive. Okay, this step is going to be the same. I'm going to log in with my account and grant access to my MacBook. Awesome. I'm going to close out my browser and come back to my desktop. Now pay attention to this step because this is where Mac operates a little bit differently than Windows. By default, GotBackup is still going to create us our GotBackup root directory. But right now, in 2023, Apple computers do not support virtual files like Windows 11 does. This is why we don't see the virtual file option like we did on the Windows computer. I will make sure to update this video if this feature is ever added. So all we have left are these two options, and this is going to be your personal preference. Our first option is sync everything from server. Now, since Apple does not support virtual files, what this means is that everything on your GotBackup cloud is going to be downloaded onto your physical hard drive of your Mac. Now, because this is just a demonstration, I've only uploaded 87 megabytes for my Windows computer. What if I uploaded 500 gigabytes for my Windows laptop? That would have used up a majority of my remaining space on my MacBook Pro. That's why we see these two other sub options. And then our second option is choose what to sync. I'm going to click this and it's going to show me what folders already exist on my cloud. I haven't uploaded anything to my Android or my iPhone. Here are my folders that I synced in the previous example from my Windows 11 laptop. Now for me personally, it doesn't make sense to download everything from all my devices. So I'm going to go ahead and uncheck these, but I'm going to leave my MacBook. I'm going to click OK now. Now I'm going to click connect. If I come down to my Finder, you're going to see now my GotBackup directory was created, and here's my MacBook directory. Okay, now I'm finally ready to start syncing my folders to my GotBackup cloud. I'm going to do the same process and hit settings. Again, I'm going to hit add folder sync connection. I'm going to choose my first folder. I'm going to choose my documents first. I'm going to hit open, but this time remember I'm going to click on my MacBook because this is my MacBook, and I'm going to call it documents again. I'm going to click OK, and now you could see the documents folder is under my MacBook directory. Continue, add sync connection. I'm going to go ahead and speed through the rest of these. Okay, now that I added all the folders that I wanted to sync, I just gotta wait for the uploads to finish. Now that everything is synced, you can see now my folders have been added to this MacBook directory. Awesome, and just to double check, I'm gonna come up and hit Files. So here are my 4 directories that I created in the beginning, and here is my MacBook. As we could see, all my files have been properly synced with my MacBook. But here's where it gets really cool. Even though my MacBook does not support virtual files at the moment, I still have the capability to see my other files from my Windows 11 laptop through this browser. Let me show you that real quick. I'm going to come back to my home root directory and look at this. Here are my Windows 11 files. I could go into my pictures folder, for example, and view them, or I could even download them if I wanted to. I'm going to go ahead and close this and show you the point that I was making earlier about how Macs work in file synchronization. If I hit this little drop down arrow under my GotBackup directory, I still have the option to check these folders. This is exactly the same option that we saw earlier with choose what to sync. And as I mentioned, this is just a demonstration. In a real-world situation, you will most likely have way more data uploaded to your cloud. But for this example, I'm going to show you by clicking this Windows 11 laptop. And all the subfolders below this are also selected. After I click apply, my MacBook is now syncing with my Windows 11 folder that is stored on my GotBackup cloud. Now that folder is synced. You can see it is now on my laptop, but here's the caveat. If I right click and click get info, you could see now that this file lives on my hard drive. Okay, this is a small file size, but what if this was a 4K movie? That could be almost 5 gigabytes of data on my laptop. And I don't want that, so I'm gonna exit out and come back to my GotBackup drop-down arrow. And I'm gonna uncheck that. And it's gonna unsync when I click apply. Now all that data has been removed off my MacBook, but it wasn't removed off my GotBackup cloud. It was not deleted, it's still here. So that was adding my MacBook. Now let me go to my iPhone where it's a little bit more straightforward. Okay, here's my iPhone, and I promise y'all, it's gonna get way easier from here. I'm gonna log in with my account name and grant access like I did the last 2 examples. And it's gonna take me into my GotBackup root directory, and here are my folders that I created in the beginning of this video. So naturally, I'm gonna want to upload my photos and videos to this iPhone folder. To do this, I'm gonna click on this bottom right corner where it says More. Then scroll down to Settings. Then click here where it says Auto Upload. I'm gonna hit this tab and you're gonna see the default folder for auto upload is Photos. So I'm gonna click Select the Auto Upload folder. And then click iPhone. Now I'm gonna click Select. Now, as you can see, my folder has been changed to iPhone. I prefer to auto upload only with Wi-Fi, so I'm gonna click those also. If I back out, I'm gonna come to my transfers. And here I could see all my photos and videos that are being uploaded in real time. You will now see this little camera symbol on my iPhone folder. This means that auto upload has been enabled for my iPhone. And just like my MacBook, I could also access my files from my Windows laptop. So this is a very cool feature, especially if you're traveling. Okay, let me do this one more time with my Android phone. So here I am with the Android, and I want to back up these pictures and videos. The process is very similar to the iPhone. I'm going to come into my GotBackup app and log in, just like I did before. Grant access. And again, here's my GotBackup root directory and the folders I created. And then here's my iPhone that I just uploaded. And just like all the other devices, I could access any of these folders that are on my cloud. And I could also download them if I wanted to. Awesome, so I'm gonna go ahead and back out and I'm gonna start my auto upload. I'm gonna hit this top left corner this time. Then click on settings. Then I'm gonna click auto upload. I'm gonna click next to these cameras, one for the photos and one for the videos. I'm gonna hit configure. And again, I'm gonna go to my folder that I created, which is Android. Choose. Then I'm gonna save that and it's gonna tell you about battery optimization. I'm gonna just close that out and I'm gonna do this one more time for my video camera. I'm gonna select remote folder and then Android again. And you can see my photos are already auto uploading. I'm gonna save this one also. I'm gonna go ahead and back out. And now you're gonna see this little arrow going up. That's the Android version of auto upload. And if I hit uploads, you will see what is currently being uploaded to my cloud. Pretty straightforward. Now let's go full circle and come back to my Windows computer and let's see all the work that we've done. Awesome. I'm back on my Windows laptop and here's my GotBackup cloud. And as you can see, all my Android photos have been uploaded. And so have my iPhone. And so have my folders for my MacBook. Let me come to my GotBackup directory and we're gonna see these little clouds. Remember what we were talking about virtual files? These are virtual files that live on the cloud, but if I want to download them, all I gotta do is double click. And now this file lives on my computer. But I could also go back and right click and click free up space. And now it has been sent back to the cloud. This is basically just a placeholder. But just keep in mind, you need internet access to access these virtual files. And again, I created a whole video on virtual files, so refer back to that if you need a refresher.